Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Pinsetter1991, and you guys are probably wondering where my White Walker drawing went that I was working on yesterday. Well, I have it right over here, off to the side. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm going to redo this. I'm going to start from scratch. So, basically, he's too small. I want to add more detail. So, on the flip side of this, I started drawing a larger eye, and you can see how much more detail I'm able to fit in there because it's larger. This guy is too small. I can't do all the little details that I like to do. So I am going to start over. I printed off a new reference image, much larger. Here's the original reference image. Much larger, and that will be a lot more fun for me. Because you guys know me, I like to do lots and lots of little details and just kind of get lost in the drawing. But if I'm sitting there trying to proportion things out and then I can't even add details because it's too small, it's just not fun. So I'm starting over. And there's no shame in that. I was just chatting with a friend of mine. She's an amazing artist. I'll have to feature her one of these days. But she does murals and paintings, and she showed me her studio the other day, and there was a painting she was working on, and she had restarted it 3 times. And she kind of told me there's no shame in restarting, because if you're not liking the way it's turning out and there's nothing you can really do about it, then just start over. There's no shame in that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw him much larger, and will be a lot more fun for me. So let's see, we're going to get some pencils set up here. Going to be using General's charcoal. I think I'll start with the medium. And I think I'll sharpen it a little bit more. So I'll be off to the side sharpening. You guys just kind of hang around. So my contest, I've been talking about, I just hit the 23,000 subscribers. Actually, it's probably gone up by now. I'm curious. Let's see what I'm at now. Going to YouTube on my phone really quick. Go to my account, and we'll just go into one of my videos here. Yeah, 23,006 is what I'm at now. So that's awesome, you guys. I'm going to start my contest now. I'm going to draw one of you guys, and I actually filmed some promotional little videos that I'm going to be putting in. I actually green screened myself, and here, you guys just see for yourselves what the little promo thing looks like. Hey everybody, Pinsetter here. So I just hit 23,000 subscribers, so I wanted to say a quick thank you and also tell you guys that I'm doing a contest. So make sure you check the link below to submit a picture of yourself, and I will choose one of you at random and I will draw you. Alright, thanks guys. So there you have it. That guy will be popping up in some of my videos these next few weeks. I think I'll give you guys what is it? It's the end of April right now, so I'll probably go a couple weeks into May. Give you guys a few weeks to submit your pictures, and then eventually I'll choose one at random, and I will draw it. So that's the plan. I'm just sharpening my pencil right now. That's why you're hearing weird stuff over here. Don't want to get it all over the place. And I think that is about sharp enough. Alright. So, let's see. Trying to find out if I want to map out the whole face like I was doing before. I think I will. I have had good luck in the past just going for it without mapping anything out. I just start drawing the eyes, and and that's always worked out for me. Now that I have the proportional divider, I've been trying to use it because it makes everything more precise, but man, what do I do? You know what? I'm gonna do it the way that's worked for me in the past, and I'm just going to I'm going to YOLO it, as the kids say these days. Just going to put some charcoal onto a paper towel and start adding in some values. This is going to be the dark side. This will be a lot easier, much larger. A lot more details. Yeah, I worked on that other one for a couple hours yesterday, and I knew from the beginning that it was going to be hard to draw a portrait that small because of how many little wrinkles and stuff he's got. If I were drawing a normal, non-zombified looking person with smooth skin, I would probably be able to do it fine that size. But for this guy, with all the crazy details he's got in his skin, it's hard to do it that small. So yeah, gotta start over. But hey, not a big deal. It's always good because you're just drawing more and more. You know, you learn from your mistakes. So there's no harm in that. All right, so I'm trying to come up with like the negative space. He's got really dark hair over here because it's in the shadows. So I'm adding that in. And this other side is a lot lighter. So we'll just do a little bit. It's a little bit darker down here. All right. I really like this charcoal. It's just a General's brand compressed charcoal, but it goes on very smooth. It's got some good darkness to it, and just the transitions. Because on my other one that I was drawing yesterday, it doesn't look too bad, but the charcoal I used to do the background was vine charcoal, and it went on kind of grainy. I don't like how grainy it is. You can see this has a really smooth transition from dark to light, and this has kind of blotchy darkness, and yeah, it went on a little bit weird. That was just some really cheap vine charcoal that I got years ago, so wasn't the best stuff. I've got a song stuck in my head. I've been listening to a band called 21 Pilots these last few days, and they got some pretty catchy music. I would play it for you guys if I could, but there's copyright rules that I have to follow, unfortunately. But I am finding other music to use in my videos. There's always copyright-free options, the royalty-free music, especially from my buddy Eric Andreas, Your Guitar Sage, He makes some excellent music, him and his wife, and I've been using their stuff. They sound pretty awesome. Also, one of my good friends just made a channel called Atomic Toaster, and he's making electronic music, and I'll probably start using some of his stuff. I'll probably use it in the outro of this video, so you guys can get a taste of what it sounds like. It's pretty cool, especially since he hasn't been doing it for very long, but he's dedicating a lot of time to learning how to compose music electronically. It's very interesting stuff. Alright, let's see. We've got the background pretty much done, so his face is going to be right in here. I want to, just for fun, measure out a few things and see how well they match up. So if I measure his face over here, it is that wide, and over here, wow, that actually does match up pretty good. So maybe I will use this to measure him out, because yeah, it pretty much matches up to the size that I'm looking for. Not bad. All right, so his head about that wide at the top. Very good. It's really dark in here. His eyes start right about there. Let's see here. Oop. I'm measuring this wrong. His eyes are right there. Well, it's like the where his eyebrows go up. His brow line is right about here and right about there. So we're gonna put down some charcoal there. Then let's see here. The inside, his eyes are kind of like sunken in, and right where they start to sink in is right about there. And there. How far down is it? You're the judge. Oh no. That's a song I have stuck in my head. It's called, I think it's just called The Judge. But I heard it on the radio today and I haven't been able to get it out of my head. So how do you guys get songs out of your heads? I've heard some people have to sing the whole song to the very end in their heads, and then it'll go away. And other people have to just start singing a new song to make it go away. And that's how I am. I have to sing a new song if I want the other one to go away. Otherwise, it's just going to keep replaying. Alright, this side is pretty light. It's not very dark. It's got the cheekbone to cheekbone. Gonna measure that out really quick. So he's got this cheek to that cheek. It's right about there. Alright, grab my pencil. So to the bottom. Uh-oh, running into a problem. If I make him this big, I'm gonna cut off part of his beard. That's a problem. No, we don't want to do that. See, I'm making him a little bit too big then. So, let's start blending some of this together. We'll have to make some minor adjustments. I think I'm just gonna eyeball it. His nose will be right about there. And his mouth will be right about there. Bottom of his beard. We'll have to move his cheeks in a little bit. Around there. This will all just need to be dark. That's where one eye is going to be. Let's see, that distance, it's a little bit shorter. Yeah, that's about where the other eye is going to be. And they are the same size. Got lots of wrinkles around his nose. It's a good thing I'm drawing a portrait because, like I was saying in my other videos, it has been ages since I've drawn one. Let me see how long I've been recording now. About 17 minutes. I want to stick to the like 25 minutes length, which it's kind of lame because that you guys didn't get to see me draw a whole lot. Well, we still got, you know, about 9 or 10 minutes, I guess. But with portraits, it's a much slower process than it is with landscapes. You guys know I can draw landscapes like nothing. It's fast and simple. His nose needs to be lower. Probably right about there. I'm just like measuring his eyes on the reference image. Like where it sinks in here is a nice dark spot. Where it sinks in here is a nice dark spot. So that's like a measurement right there that we can compare. So you take that, you compare it to the other eye. It's about the same. You can take that, you can compare it to the length of his nose, where this wrinkle is. And then you've got about an extra like half going down. So that's pretty much my way of doing it. So got like this eye that sinks in here. Compare it to there, an extra half. You can figure stuff out like that. And you can see his mouth is probably right about here. You can compare the length of this to how long his mouth is. So I'm going to do really quick. It's about it's a little less than 2 eye lengths. So do 1, a little less than 2. It's going to be about that long. That just kind of gives you an idea. And his beard starts right about here. Okay. Let's get some darker areas going on in here. turn some of this around. Take a kneaded eraser and lighten this up a tiny bit. All right, so now we have a fairly basic outline. Now I'm going to start on his eyes. Where's my medium? There we go. I'll start on this eye right here. And I'll just go another probably 5 minutes or so that this video doesn't end up being too long. The artist that I'm featuring today is a really cool guy. Rich, how do you say his last name? Wally? He's from Australia. He's got some skills. He's been showing me his stuff on Facebook. So hope you guys enjoy that artwork, and check out his Facebook page below. And if you want me to feature your artwork, then just check the link below. Send me your stuff and I will put it in a YouTube video. And some of you guys are just amazing. Some of the stuff you guys send me to my Facebook, it's really good. And I'm glad that my tutorials help you guys out too. A lot of you show me stuff you've drawn from my tutorials and it looks really good. So thank you all for sending me that stuff. It's always fun to see. Alright, yeah, this will be a lot better. As you can see, his eye, it's not going to be quite this big, but it's fairly close. Either way, I'll still be able to fit a lot more detail in here instead of trying to fit it all into there, that tiny little space compared to that. Much better. It'll be way better. See, we've already been filming for like 25 minutes. Can you believe it? Portraits do take a lot longer, like I was saying. I don't know if I'm gonna have to maybe speed up some of the process. A lot of you guys don't like it when I speed things up though, so if you guys are cool with just seeing a tiny bit a day, then I will keep them real time. But it will take a while to complete this drawing. Like, if you think about it, a full portrait might take me like 6 hours, and if I'm filming half hour a day, that's going to be like a couple weeks of episodes. So, which is good for me. That makes for more content. But it might get repetitive, so let me know in the comments if you want me to speed it up or just do a little bit a day. Or if you guys don't mind sitting through an hour-long video, I could film a full hour. But I won't be talking the whole time because, first off, I'd run out of things to talk about in an hour probably. And secondly, it's easier for me to concentrate on getting all the details when I'm not talking. So if you guys, maybe I could play music in the background. I could find some royalty-free music and just play it in the background, and you guys can sit there, grab some popcorn, and just sit there and watch me draw. I don't know. Leave your suggestions below on what you think about that. Should I speed it up? Should I just do half hour a day? Or should I do a full hour and have music in the background? We shall see. So this is just the blending stump. I'm establishing some mid-tone values. And then later on I'll go in and add the dark areas and the highlights. I also use compressed charcoal and load it into the blending stump. And we could add some dark spots like that. It's a cool little trick. And I like starting in this area, like top left, because I'm right-handed. So my hand is rubbing on this area. If I had started down here and moved up here, I would be totally messing it up. Unless you get like a piece of paper or laminate, whatever, to lay over. But it's easier to just start top left. If you're left-handed, start at the top right. Alright guys, I think I've been filming for about 30 minutes now, and don't really want to go much longer than that. But I'm already feeling way more confident about about drawing this one than I was with the other one. The other one was just way too small. So tomorrow we will continue. I've only just started on this eye. I'm going to add in tons of detail. But those are a few basic values. Just looking at the reference image, I'm seeing there's dark spot here. There's this brow line here and a wrinkle here. So I'm adding in this dark spot, the line, this wrinkle is going to be here. Under here there's lots and lots of wrinkles and stuff. So I'm starting to get the effect of those. And I'm really working on the shape of his eye. It's pretty well curved except for that wrinkle that comes in. So I'm curving it, then the wrinkle comes in. The bottom one is a pretty straight curve as well. So just a nice curve. I might move it up a tiny bit. So those are the things I'm looking at as I'm getting started here. His other eye's a lot bigger. It's kind of weird. Look how big it is compared to this. So it's like it's more open. So we'll have to do that. And I'll measure out. I'll probably change stuff. His head might be too big over here. I might have to move it in. Stuff like that that we can mess with later. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check the link below. That'll show where you guys need to email your pictures to me to enter the contest. And there's also my Facebook page down there where you can send me your drawings that I will feature in future videos. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Adios. Live long and prosper. Bye.